The one remaining question about Saurian's current situation is, could this have been avoided? Well, probably not, but could it have been delayed? Absolutely. What happened with the company bank account was not something that they should be blamed for. So we know that lack of money was going to appear sooner or later. However, we are fully aware of the times where money was spent on things that were completely unnecessary. I've said for years now that Saurian needs to ditch the attempt to keep up to date. I understand that accurate Hell Creek was what they were going for from the start, but not only has this taken up time, but evidently been a drain on their resources as well. The new T-Rex models, for how good they look, likely set them back up to tens of thousands of dollars by itself. This is money that could have been used on the growth stages for Anzu, or Peki, or Anki, or it could have been used for programming, it could have been used for animating. I believe they also had to remake many animations, so it all starts piling up just for changes to this one dinosaur. And what happens if it too becomes outdated? Our understanding of these animals is constantly changing. This isn't something that can just be ruled out. It is for this reason that I believe Saurian, and any game that wishes to be accurate for that matter, should stick with how things were at the time of designing the game. Had Saurian been, say, a time capsule of what we thought we knew about dinosaurs in 2016, it would have been such a charming and interesting way to look into the past, similar to some documentaries. But now, they're in a constant fight against research. Hell, Dakotaraptor, one of the 2 playables in-game, might not have even existed. If I'm honest, I don't know the complete ins and outs of Dakotaraptor right now, but even if there was a large dromaeosaur, there's a good chance it didn't match how Dakota was depicted in the game. And it's not just your time and resources that are drained by trying to keep up with science. If you're doing a multiplayer game, it can also prove to cause you big balance issues. Let's suppose that people thought a dinosaur weighed 4 tons, and you've managed to neatly fit that into your roster. Then, halfway through development, it turns out it actually weighed 5.5 tons. Now it would all depend on the systems you have in place for weight and what it impacts, but you can imagine that could cause its fair share of problems by itself. Overall, accuracy isn't an issue, but trying to pursue it as you develop a game is. Even if you have the resources, I don't think anybody wants to spend 3 times the money on one animal for no reason other than it being accurate. Only for it to be potentially outdated in the future anyway. In Saurian's case, they still might have been able to achieve their super realistic Hell Creek game, but prioritizing that over the development of the game itself is a horrible idea. And this is something they continue to do after the loss of money had been public for over a year, with a devblog from late 2022 detailing their wishes to completely remake and add new plants instead of modifying the current ones, because they're not up to standard as far as accuracy goes. So, despite it being the hook for the game as a whole, accuracy is yet another factor in the sad state of Saurian. That's all I've got for today. See ya.